Thanks, Hans. Appreciate the opportunity to talk about our program this morning. Um, uh, we have a really good staff here at Tabor. Um, Ken Christensen, Andy Shuey, both have been with me uh, for 20 plus years. So it's a joy to work with them. Andy works only with our high jumpers, and Ken works with our uh, short sprinters and short hurdlers. And Rylan Hincher is our head cross country coach. He's going to talk about our middle distance and distance runners, both on the men's and women's side here after I'm done talking about the sprinters, jumpers, and throwers. And he's just done a fantastic job. He was the women's KCAC cross country coach of the year this year. And he's just done a fantastic job in recruiting some quality kids, but also talent. So he'll speak a little bit later. On our women's side, we're going to be a real small team and very young. So on the throws, Sasha Wassinger is a sophomore, Andalyn Johnson's a sophomore, Allie House is a freshman, both in the shot and the weight throw. So being young, we hope for improvement. Lauren Christensen is a volleyball player who came out for track this year and will be running the hurdles and the high jump. So this is kind of her first season of indoor track. So we're hopeful that things will go well for her. And then we're going to really rely as a team on our middle distance and distance women. And as I said, Coach Hincher is going to talk about them here in a little bit. On the men's side, we have a strong thrower group this year. Two seniors, Zach Johnson has already qualified for nationals indoors in the weight, broke our school record in the weight in December. He'll throw the shot as well and has placed at the KCAC meets and in the past. So as a senior, looking for really good things from him. Freddie Enriquez is also a senior. He's battled injuries his time here at Tabor, and this year is no exception. But he has come back from Christmas break in really good shape and in the shot put, and will throw the weight as well. Chase Nash is a freshman from Mulvane, and he's learning how to throw the weight. Never threw really the shot before, was primarily a discus guy and javelin guy. So those three guys, I think, will do very well indoors in the weight throw. Josh Garcia is a sophomore who is going to do some good things in the weight and the shot as well, primarily a discus thrower. In the jumps, we returned Vance Shuey, who was second at the KCAC indoor last year, won the outdoor high jump and was third at nationals outdoors last year. And he returns in the high jump as a sophomore. He'll also long jump for us and probably run on some of our relay teams this year. Will Colgan is a junior triple jumper and long jumper. He qualified for indoor nationals last year in the triple jump. He's returning, and as well as Dakota Whiteley in the pole vault. I think he scored every year in the pole vault for us, indoors and outdoors. So he returns. Ollie Cannon will be running the 60 and the 200 for us. We did have a couple of really big losses. Toby Penner was a 4-year guy. Jacob Skinner was a 4-year guy that really helped us in a lot of events. So we will miss them. But Aaron Powell in the 200s, a sophomore, will long jump. He was hurt all of last year, indoor and outdoor. So this is really his first season, but looking for good things from him. Sophomore Brandon Geyer in the 400 will help us and in our relays. And so, I think we're really doing well at this point. We were competed in December. We'll compete take a small group to Doane on Saturday, and then bring the whole crew back to Washburn on the 21st. And so I'll introduce Rylan Hincher, my middle distance and distance coach, and he'll talk about what I think is going to be a real strength for both of our men's and women's team.
Thanks, Dave. Hey, everybody. Just a few quick things about our distance crew this year. I think we made a lot of really good progress in terms of 12 months ago for all the women on our team for sure. And some really strong additions on the freshman side, but we'll definitely rely heavily on Brooke Wiebe, Daniel Allison, and Sonia Zimmerman. They'll kind of lead the way. Yeah, just super excited to see the growth that they've had since last year after the fall that they put in this year. So really excited for that, and just opportunities that come with that in terms of stronger relays and more points, obviously, from the distance side as well. On the men's side, it's very tough to score in the distance events just because the conference keeps getting tougher and tougher. So kudos to you guys. But Alan Quintana has had an amazing last 12 months, and he's looking to take down our school record this year, indoors and outdoors, and hopefully qualify in the 10K outdoors. Dylan Calloway returns. He was national qualifier last year in the 1K. He ran our 4x8 in DMR, which also qualified as well. And he's looking really good. So we're excited to see what he can do in a couple of different events this year, kind of see where his strong suit is as he gets stronger aerobically and just his body matures a little bit more. So we have two really good freshmen came in as well that'll really help us out on some relays, and Daniel Fryer and Lane Hargrove. And then making his debut in December was Ryan Stade. He was a 954 guy from Marysville, Kansas in high school, got injured coming into cross country season, so didn't run. But I'm very pumped to see what that guy can do. He looks phenomenal right now. And then another big piece would be our leader, Pierce Clausen. He ran 159 and 405 in the 15 last year. And he's just been great for our team, and works really hard. And he really takes the reins in terms of leadership with our guy, and with our team, and we would not be the team we are without that guy. So that's kind of some of the highlights from the distance side of things for Tabor College. Thank you guys for listening.
So Hans, I think that's it.
All right. Thank you, Coach Kroeker, Coach Hincher.